Hi there, Andy Skinner here again, and today in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can replicate the image that's on the packaging of this stamp. Okay, so this is the little moment stamp, and I'm going to show you how to do this on a craft card tag. Okay, so without further ado, back to the desktop and we will begin. Okay, for this tutorial we're going to use the Cosmic Shimmer brown craft card, and I've cut a tag here on the stamping platform. The stamp's here ready to be inked, and I'm going to use a light colour first of all. So this is Archival Ink in Watering Can Grey. Okay, just stamp all over the surface of the rubber stamp. Pop the lid back on the ink, then just bring the top down over the tag and just press gently all over the stamp. You should get a nice light impression that we can work with. I'm just going to pop the extra magnet back here at the bottom. And I've got a couple of spare magnets here. I just want to make sure this doesn't move, so we're going to paint the tag. So I want it to stay in exactly the same place. So I can remove this now. Put that to one side. And next we're going to start painting. Okay, there's a bit of parchment paper that I'm going to use as a palette. And for this we're going to use the matte chalk paint from Cosmic Shimmer. This is warm white. Now always give your paint a good shake. Then we're just going to squeeze a little tiny bit out onto the parchment paper, not too much. And then just with a small brush, just move that into the center. Just pick up some of the warm white, the chalk paint, and I'm just going to fill in. Okay, so don't worry about the stamp marks you've made. You can paint straight over those, but keep between the lines. And for this one with the girl on the hair, you'll notice that the hair whisks across to the side. I don't want to put the white paint where the background's showing through the hair. Okay, and I'm just going to cover the whole image in white paint. Now don't put your paint on too thick for this, just a nice smooth thin coat. You can always go over it a second time if need be. If you put the paint on really thick, it's going to be lumpy and you're not going to get a really crisp stamped image on it. So really just make sure you don't go over the outside of the lines. So while I'm painting this, I just want to speak to you about the craft card that we have. It's just a lovely craft card. You've got to touch it to realize it's so smooth for a craft card. And really, the smoother your card is, the better it's going to stamp. And this craft card stamps beautifully. So I'll just talk about the matte chalk paint for a second while I'm doing this. You'll notice it covers it. This is one coat, and it covers really well for a white paint. And also the consistency of the paint is very, very smooth, very creamy. So I should probably give this the one coat, and then gently maybe go over a second if I think I need it. So I will just explain the reason I stamp with the light grey first. It just gives you a guideline. You don't need to stamp first with the black ink. Just stamp with a lighter colour. I find the light grey perfect for this. That just gives me the guideline where to add the white paint. And you want to take your time with this part. Take your time. Just make sure you keep wearing those lines. So I'm going to swap over to a finer brush now. Okay. Just so I can really concentrate on getting those outer lines really neat. Okay, I think just about there. Yep. So I'm going to leave this to dry and we'll come back. This is now dry. And pop the stamp down here. And we're going to ink the stamp now. I'm going to use black archival ink. Okay, and same as before, just lightly tap all over the surface of the raised stamp. Looks good. Top back on the ink. Okay, just make sure that magnet's away from where the text is going to go, from where the script's going to go. So pop it back into the slots, lower it down so we know we're in the same position as where we stamped in the first place. Press it down. Okay, gently release up. Okay, it's a pretty good stamp. I can see a couple of areas just in the hair and just on the skirt where it could do with a little bit more ink. So remember, we're going on to paint this time. So this is the beauty of using the stamp platform for this. You can keep going back down till you've got it right. Okay, back down. I'm just going to press in the areas where it looked like the ink, there wasn't enough ink on the tag. Yep, perfect. Okay, so be careful removing the tag because we've only just stamped it and we've stamped on top of acrylic, so you could smudge the stamp. So make sure you don't manhandle this. I'm quite happy with this. I think it needs maybe a little bit of ribbon just to finish it off. So pop some parchment paper down. This is very fine cotton ribbon. And what I'm going to do is just simply stamp it. This is the old Seals stamp, which is newly re-released. So just remove it from the acetate. And just pop this on an acrylic block. And we're going to use, I think, black archival ink again. Brilliant. Just lightly stamp it all over the surface. Okay. Line that up. Okay. Love this stamp. Absolutely love it. Use it for so many things. You want to re-ink every single time. Okay. One more. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Always remember, pop your lid back on your ink. You don't want it drying up. There you go. Let's give you a better view. Okay. Move that out the way. So I'm going to fold this in half. Grab your tag. Just pinch the end to a point. Thread it through from the back. Bob through. This is the difficult part. Just need to separate that. There you go. Pop it through the hole. Pull up nice and tight. And there we have it. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one.